Hello my fellow Total War players, Johnny here, and today we're gonna make a short overview of the Getae. The Getae, as most of you probably already know, is a Dacian faction, the first Dacian faction, and probably only Dacian faction we're gonna get access to. In general, you have three elite choices: the Spear Noble, or Noble Spear, Noble Horseman, Noble Swords. Yeah, they're all 11 to 1300 worth of denarii, so quite expensive, you know. Then when we start looking at the melee infantry, you're gonna see they have three different options, and they are all very, very different. You have the Faxman, which is your classical suicide unit. It's kinda like an Odachi from Shogun 2. It's good at being cost effective, but it won't really stand alive out of any fight. Extremely good as a backcharge unit, extremely good at holding and grinding enemies down before other units engage them. And then we have X-Warriors. X-Warriors have the same stats as they have on Boy. They're just mercenary basically, and they don't have frenzy, but other than that they are the exact copy of Boy. And yeah, that's a nice mid-low tier unit. Good AP, good defense, good, well, decent armor, fair health, and a 55 base morale is not bad for any unit. And then we come to the cream of the unit. Noble Swordsman. They cost 80 less than an old sword unit. And the only minus you get is 5 less attack, at least from the stats I can see. Maybe you also lose some other things like, I don't know. But yeah, that from these stats we see here, it's only the attack you lose, and it's 5, so it doesn't really matter because you still have headhunt, you still have frenzy. A very cheap unit, very spammable unit, 3 to 4 units, and then you can basically rush anyone down. Even Rome has to pretty much look at the eyes that they probably aren't up to Dacian quality in melee unit. Then we come to Spear Infantry, and again, Spear Infantry, the Dacians are completely and utterly flourishing it. Spears, the cheapest unit, 220. Kinda like a Levy Freeman. It is worth noticing it costs 10 more than a Levy Freeman, and it doesn't have Javelin Shower. But other than that, it's a fairly good unit. Then we go up and get to the Spear Warrior. They have a little bit of training, but they are still worse than most spear units. At 300, I don't know what you would bring them for. They are kinda like the choice over these if you have more money, I guess. But other than that, I would just stick with these guys. Heavy spears, not a bad unit. It is beginning to get a little better in defensive sides, but yeah, when you go up to melee attack and weapon damage, it's still not good. And then we get to the armored spears. Now, you might say, well, the attack is not much better and you go down in bonus versus large. Yes, but you do get quite strong melee defense capabilities. This unit, for under 600, is ridiculously good at tanking enemy units. You can tank a Triarii if you want to tank a Triarii. This is also very heavy spearman, so it's gonna be capable of stopping an elephant. It, as all other spear units in Barbarian rosters, have cavalry counter tactics. And yeah, it's a sturdy unit. I would use these guys mostly if I'm going for the spear core. Next up is Noble Spearmen. Oh, Noble Spears just. They are better, but the question is, you could bring 2 of these for each of these guys you bring. why would you bring them? I mean, you get a little bit more melee defense, a little bit more health and armor and morale, but overall it's not more than like maybe 50 total increasement. So yeah, make up your mind. I don't think it's a good unit myself. It does have encourage and expert charge defense, but yeah. Foot skirmishers, station bowmen. Standard missile unit can be used for different purposes. Cheaper than the boy bowman, so it is cheaper, but still more expensive than the green bowman. So yeah, make up your own mind. Station skirmisher, 45 missile damage. Yeah, so it's a very good kind of light builders unit, I guess. Yeah, it's a skirmisher actually. It's a skirmish class unit, so good attack, fairly bad at keeping itself alive. Station bowman. I don't know about these guys. Thoughts and it's too goddamn much. It cost almost the same. I mean, yeah, well, not almost 110 more, and then you get the Roman 150, 40 armor, heavy shooting, Syrian archer, which also has 2 more base damage. I mean, there is no reason why this is so expensive. It should increase its range to 150, its damage to 120, to 29, and then it would be an interesting unit. At present point, it's just kind of a boring unit that I don't think anyone with their right mind would use. Station heavy skirmisher, fair armor, but don't let yourself be deceived. It is quite expensive. It's 50% more than this unit, and you don't get any more attack power really. You only get a little bit better melee stats and better armor. So wouldn't use them either. And then we get to mercenary Trajan peltast. Of course, the strongest hard hitting of the peltast unit. Lower armor, lower weapon damage, but better missile damage, so it's a trade-up. I could see both of these units being used in some cases, I guess. Shock carry Noble Horsemen. Initially I thought, well, Noble Horsemen, I remember them as being good, they're probably gonna be good. No, they're not really that good. They have high melee attack, they have fair health, and a fair amount of armor and good morale, but the charge bonus is only 63. The total melee defense is slightly higher, it's only 12 still. So for 1240 I don't think you're gonna see them being used very much. One of the surprises I found is Spear Horsemen, they are actually worthwhile. Their stats look like they completely and utterly suck. Like there's nothing in these stats that really would have appealed to me unless I tried them in action, but they can do very, very admirably well. Around the same as a Socii Equitus, I guess. Okay, but onto the missile carry. First the boring one, the Trajan carry. Who cares? No one is gonna use this unit, so yeah, basically just Trajan peltast on horseback. So, bow horsemen. 32 damage horsemen, heavy shot and flaming arrows, no whistling shot though. They're quite good, and it gives a funny feeling to Dacia, because before this you might have thought, well, it's a melee rush faction, but now that you have a horse skirmish at 420, it's like, and it has fairly decent health, so it's not gonna die easy. So it's like, you can both go like, something along this line, I mean, just going like very skirmish heavy, so no one will expect it. Or you can go just complete melee rush. I mean, that's the fun thing. It's it's a faction which, in some cases, take things from nomads like the horse skirmishers and the melee cavalry, but in other areas they take things from boy in the spears and in the axe warriors and nobles wars, and in third places they take it from Trace, the foxmen and their skirmishers. It's a very, very weird feeling playing as Getae in multiplayer. Anyways, I hope this was somewhat informing. So, see you next time.